Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Serena. If you are new here, I'm also Coffee and Goodreads over on Instagram, so if you want to give me a follow over there and then come back over here, I post basically the same thing on both platforms. So if you couldn't tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be going over my March TBR. It is a little early for me to be picking a TBR, but I wanted to give you some ideas and inspiration for you to add to your monthly TBR if you are a planner like me, even though I'm also a mood reader. So I try to pick a lot of books, and if I don't get through all of them, it's totally okay. So let's jump into this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books to talk about. Yeah, maybe 11. We'll say 11 for right now. I have a feeling I'm going to be adding more books to my TBR this month for March. I just haven't really figured it out yet, but I know these are my definites and I'm very excited about all of them. So I don't know too much about a majority of these, but I will try to give you guys my thoughts on what I think they're about, or what I know for sure that they're about, my star rating or star prediction, and that's it. That's all I think I need to tell you guys. So let's get started. The first book that I have, because it literally just came in the mail like 15 minutes ago, is Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. This is the second book in the Knock 'em Out series. I'm currently still reading Things We Never Get Over, so I'm very excited to start this one. I'm probably gonna literally start it March 1st, or yeah, no, I'm gonna start it March 1st because I don't want to start it this month because then I have to feel like I have to finish it this month. And I don't like carrying books over from one month to another. So I think I'm gonna start this March 1st. I am so excited to read about Nash and a little bit of Knox and Naomi in this one. So I think my thoughts, like my star prediction, I think this is gonna be 5 stars because Things We Never Got Over is also currently 5 stars, but I'm only like 50 to 60% through it. So I'm not really sure yet, but I'm really excited for this one. And it's a new release and I'm reading it right away. I usually don't do that, so I'm definitely excited for this. Next, we have my book club's pick for March. I'm actually kind of surprised at this one, but we are going to be reading The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. This is, it can be a standalone, but it also can be part of a series, and I have the second book. It's the Happy Ever After playlist, so I'm excited to read this one and that one. And I just think that this is also going to be either 4.5 or 5 stars because I read, or I listened to Part of Your World, and I'm actually kind of mad that I listened to it. I really wish I would have read the physical book for it and just kept tabbing it because it was so good. That was a 5-star read. I've heard great things about this one. So I think it's either going to be 4.5 or 5 stars. So I'm very excited. I'm not really too sure what this is about. I did hear that she kind of has to like choose between 2 men, I think. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I did hear good things about it. So this is the book club pick. If you are not in a book club or you would like to join a book club, I run my book club on Fable and it's free to join. We discuss as we read. Some months we do a Zoom meeting, some months we don't. So just be on the lookout for that announcement, whether we're doing a Zoom meeting or not. But it's really good. It's really chatty. People love to put their thoughts in each chapter or every couple of chapters. So shameless plug, I highly recommend joining my book club. Next, we have a series. So March, the whole goal in March is to wrap up any series that I've started and also start new series because I don't like having too many series going on at the same time. I'd rather like wrap some up and then start some new ones. So this is going to be one that I'm starting. It is the Addicted series. So this is the first one, Addicted to You, and then I have the second one, which is Ricochet. I only have these 2 right now because all the books are coming out with this new cover. So it's got like the plain text here and then just the print text here. The older covers have script on them, which I learned the hard way because I actually bought the next 2 and didn't realize, so I returned them because I want them all to match. I'm very nervous to get into this universe because I've heard such great things about it and I'm nervous but excited. Also, I think there's like another series that you can intertwine with this series. It's like the Calloway sisters, I think. Like there's the Calloway men in like the Addicted universe, but then there's the Calloway sisters. Am I getting this right? If anybody's read this series, please let me know in the comments below, because I want to read this the right way. I don't want to miss out. So if I have to like combine the two series, let me know, please. And I will do that. Because I think if you combine them, it's like 10 books total. But if you don't, I think it's like 6 or 5. I don't know. I don't know. I think those are going to be 5 stars. I think the first one might be 4.5. I don't know. I'm always weird with the first book because it's always like, that's the introduction. And then from there, you get all the insanity in the rest of the books. On that theme of book series and finishing them up, I'm going to be reading Terms and Conditions and The Final Offer next month. Cannot wait for these. I am already obsessed with the fine print, so I can only imagine what my thoughts are going to be on Terms and Conditions and The Final Offer. I can't wait. This universe is just everything. I love it. It's great. So as much as I don't want it to end, I want to find out what happens so that I can be in a loop, because I see everybody talking about these and I've been really good about not like finding out any spoilers. I kind of know, because we find out from the first book, but I've already known from social media like what the second and third books are about, but I am holding out because I don't want anything to be spoiled. Did I get my ratings? I think they're gonna be 5 stars. I think the whole series just overall is gonna be 5 stars. And if not 5, then like 4.75. Like it's just so good. If it's not on your TBR, please go add it to your TBR. Again, on the theme of continuing in series, I have such a hard time with that one. Series, I don't know. I'm going to be either reading or listening to Legendary. This is the second book in the Caraval series. And then the third book is Finale. I just don't own it yet, so I have to go get it. I think this one is about the sister from Caraval. I think, again, don't take my word for it. I'm not really sure. I go into my books completely blind. If you're brand new here and you're like, girl, like why don't you know what your books are about? It's because I do go into my books mostly blind. Sometimes it spites me. Sometimes it works out really well. So I don't know. I've just been keeping up with that. But again, this is the second book in a series. I'm going to be either reading it or listening to it. It just depends on how the rest of my month goes with the books that I know for sure that I need to physically read. I might request the audio on Libby and do a tandem read. That's also another option. I really like doing tandem reads because I'm fully immersed in the book no matter where I am. So I could be in the car and still reading this. Star rating, probably, let's see, I gave Caraval 5 stars. So this is also probably gonna be 5 stars. And if not, it's gonna fall in the 4 to 5 star range. And if you're sitting here and you're like, wow, this girl gives a lot of 4 and 5 stars, go watch my star ranking video. I will link it up here somewhere so that you can see how I rate and why I rate the way I do. And then it'll make more sense as to why. I don't know. I also feel like lately I've just been picking a lot of great books. So a lot of 4 and 5 stars going around. Next, again, on the topic of finishing what I've started. I don't know what happened here. Somehow the cover got bent. But the off-campus series, I'm going to be reading the Goal and the Legacy. And this is the very last book in the series. I also do not want this series to end, but it needs to come to an end. Because also I'm starting to see like some spoilers from reels and I don't want to see them anymore. I want to know what's going on. So I know this one is about John Tucker, and book 3, which is The Score, gave us a huge like cliffhanger kind of thing for this book. So I'm very excited and very nervous to see what this is about. And then The Legacy, I hear, is all the couples together, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm curious about these two. My star ratings, probably, I want to say 4, because I feel like we didn't really hear about Tucker too much, and if we did, I kind of forgot about him, to be honest. And The Legacy, I think this is going to be 5 stars. I think I'm just going to be very emotionally attached to this one because it's the last one and I don't want it to end. But on the flip side, Elle Kennedy does have another series that is in the Briar universe. I think it's the Swim Team. Don't quote me on that. But I did hear there's another series and you can still get more of the broader universe. It's just not gonna be with these characters. The last 2 books, because one of them is on my shelf and I just forgot to grab it. I don't know if I'm getting to it this month or like in February, or if I'm gonna wait till March, are 2 book of the month books. The first one is No Exit by Taylor Adams. This is a thriller. It's the only thriller I have in my stack for March, which is kind of surprising. I usually pick like 2 to 3 thrillers, but this is the only one that I have. And the other one that is up on my shelf that I don't know if I'm gonna get to, that's why I'm putting it at the very end, is Lessons in Chemistry by, I'm not sure who it's by. I hear very, very, very mixed reviews on it, which is why it really wasn't a priority for me in February to get through. It wasn't like a book club pick or anything like that. I'm just really trying to at least get 1 book of the month book in a month. Sometimes it's 2, which is great, but most of the time it's just 1. So I think in February, what did I do in February? Maybe I didn't have one. I'm just like looking at my shelf. I think in February is when I started Daisy Darker and just didn't finish it. No, that was January, sorry. So I should really get Lessons in Chemistry in for February. Otherwise I should do 2 book of the month books in March. That is the stack. We have a lot of great books coming. So we have this whole stack that I'm holding. I am very excited about this stack. There's just a lot of romance, believe it or not. A lot of romance, some fantasy. I was never really a romance reader until, I want to say like November or December of 2022, and then it's just kind of carried over into 2023. So I'm digging it. I'm really enjoying it so far. I do miss my thrillers a little bit, so I do have to get better at incorporating some more thrillers into my monthly picks, but this is just the mood reader in me. I am picking romance and fantasy, so that's the theme and that's what we're going with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you get some ideas on what to add to your TBRs for March if you're making a monthly TBR. If you're kind of just going with the flow, maybe you'll add some of these books to your mix. And if you're looking for book recommendations, I would highly recommend all of those so far. They haven't steered me wrong yet. But I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video with me. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.